Hi Libra, thank you for being in my channel. This is the Queen of Wands, and today we'll be doing a reading for Libra for the month of September 2019. I hope you guys had a great weekend and you're still enjoying your weekend. And let's start. This is general reading, career, advice, whatever it is, career advice in career, advice in love, whatever resonates with you. Just get that information and leave the rest, okay? All right. So for Libra, month of September, okay? We're gonna go like that. I shuffled already, but so for Libra. Let's get the significator in the center. The Fool. Oh, wow. The Fool. We got Aquarius. And I think we're just entering the full moon in Aquarius. Uranus has been popping up a lot in all the readings, actually. It's about personal freedom, freedom of expression. Aquarius rules telecommunication as well. It can be you. It can be somebody else. Somebody wants to come out of the comfort zone. Free spirit. Maybe it's you, Libra. You always want to maintain that balance and equilibrium and weighing the pros and cons of the situation because you're looking for that. Libra always wants harmony and balance. They will strive for that. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who won't provide you all that stability and security and balance. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that is a bit egocentric or eccentric. Aquarius also resonates a bit with the opposite sign of, even with Leo. They got that sense of expansion and grandeur. So maybe Libra cannot fulfill that type of behavior, or they're always looking for that inner balance. And Fool is very unpredictable. He doesn't know what the next step is. He's a free spirit, right? He's a great friend, though. If we think about Aquarius, in this case, with the full moon in Aquarius, looking at Libra, that is always looking for partnership, the Fool says, I'd rather help you as a friend. Let's stay friends first. So there is not much sense of commitment here. But let's find out what is blocking this Fool from committing. Because Libra, it's all about commitment and partnership and balance. She or he will strive to maintain that inner connection. If they see there's drama and instability and being all over the place, like the Fool, they will fight with all their mighty to get that balance. That's Libra. Okay. The Hangman, you see? Somebody that that's a blockage. The Fool, that's a blockage. It can be you. It can be you that you're blocking your personal freedom. It's you that don't want to come out of the comfort zone, out of the cave, and setting yourself free. The Hangman, it's about sacrificing to find enlightenment, to find, you see, we see the same owl that is here, we see it even here, okay? Not owl, sorry, that's a falcon and the eagle, sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I said owl, that's crazy. I was thinking about the clock, owl, like the clock, yeah, I don't know why. Anyway, there's two. One here, that's all about like the phoenix, you know, raising from the ashes and, you know, reborn. And this requires sacrifice, personal sacrifice. The Fool wants that freedom, but in the same time, to get that freedom, you got to sacrifice something, it's saying here. Now, If the Fool wants to be with you, they need to sacrifice their freedom to some degree. That means, you know, if you want commitment. But Libra in partnerships embraces both the dark and the light. So how can we make it work with the sacrifice, with the hangman and the Fool? They're both looking for enlightenment. You see the sun rising both here. So it does require some sort of negotiation and compromising. You can have personal freedom in a partnership. And the Fool, Aquarius, is perfect to teaching you those lessons. He will teach you the value of friendship. He will love you at arm's length, yes. If you give him the space for him to experiment, but not just experiment by cheating on you, but experiment in general, in life, professionally, artistically. He has to set his imagination free in order to create and to do many things. Then he will let you love this man. But the same with you, Libra. In order for him to approach you and have commitment, you got to create the space for them to develop their personality first. Individuality, right? Who they are, and what's their purpose in life. With the hangman, we have a wake-up call here. We have enlightenment. We have awakening. Somebody is trying to understand, who am I, my identity, and my purpose in life. Maybe it's you, Libra. You have been keeping it all together, bringing this, being so diplomatic. I mean, Libra is ruled by Venus. You have beauty, you have creativity, but you're so diplomatic. But you also have Justice card ruled by you. So you always aim for that perfection and balance and you know, the perfect formula of transparency and equality and human rights, and I don't know. But you know what? In the same time, you got to see the cup on both sides, you know? You don't know other party's story, what makes them be the way they are, right? So it's important to understand other people's pain and where they're coming from with their attitude like that. They have like commitment phobic, right? They're scared to commit in a relationship. They always keep you at arm's length, right? Certain distance. And you are to understand why they can let go of that. On the other side, if Libra strives for certain commitment, why you desperately need to have that type of commitment. Commitment will come naturally and slowly when two individuals grow separately, individually. And then when they're comfortable in their own element, then gently and genuinely they are combined together. And they surrender and let their guards down, you know, like the hangman. It comes naturally, not forced. But it requires personal growth on a spiritual level. The Fool is 0. It's it's God's number, 0. It's the creation of a human being from the womb. It also represents a child, an indigo child with strong spiritual development. Maybe it's you, or you're having a child that you feel like there's like an old soul there, or maybe the child within you. I'm going too long with that, but let's just go where it is. Somebody real got the big wake-up call here, and it hasn't been an easy ride, because the hangman, when it pops up, it really makes you see. It will force you to see. It will force you to keep you. The only way you can see and hear is by hanging from the upside down. That's how you see and hear things. That's how you gain clarity. You have the key. You can get out of there if you want. I think somebody choose to suffer so they can see where's this going. The Fool keeps distance. It's Aquarius, they keep their distance until they know who they're dealing with. That's another thing. The Eight of Swords. You see, somebody is keeping some boundaries here, heavy boundaries. Can be resistance. Again, with the Hangman here, the base of the matter. They think that somebody is going to get them and they're going to hurt them. So they're very defensive here. It can be a sense of pride. It can be just putting boundaries. It can be that I'm not going to let negativity get the best of me. I'm going to because those the swords are thoughts. Now you can use thoughts to put a barrier on the illusion. Yes, with the help and the assistance on the divine guidance here. Yes, you can say, I'm not going to let illusions get the best of me. I'm going to just stay on my path, on my enlightenment. And yeah, somebody is actually staying with the pain in order to overcome the pain. And the only way to heal is when you choose to stay with the pain until it's healed. The Hangman is known to have the key to the solution, but sometimes he purposely doesn't want to get a shortcut. He doesn't want to take the shortcut. He can just jump off the cliff and end it, but and find an easy way to the solution. But God is saying, no, you got to take the long way. You got to experience that and finally heal. Yeah. And the Eight of Swords confirms that now. So if you think somebody is detaching because they have too much ego and pride, that is also because their own belief systems have been questioned, and he's questioning themselves. They're questioning themselves of their actions and their thoughts. What is going on with me? Why I can't control my feelings, my emotions? What is going on? They know it's something superior above their own control and power. So now you can take that power and use it for good, and say, hey, I'm gonna now understand. I got clarity, because by being hanging upside down, you gain clarity, and you understand there's a divine assistance here telling you, hey, see me, recognize me, and we're going to heal these problems together. But if your ego says, no, I don't think there's a God out there, no, I'm just gonna I got you because I made you forced you to love me and to do things because I say so. That's an ego. That's trying to cover the facade. Things happen because I said so. I made it happen. You're just fooling yourself, is saying here. So it can be somebody else that is doing that to you. What was God in the past? Oh, in the past we had the Knight of Cups. Okay, so there is a love situation here. An ideal love. That's a soulmate connection. Usually when the Knight of Cups is the ideal partner. Yes. A partner that you connect on emotions, on feelings. There's a mutual understanding. This person holds a cup of love for you. Okay. And it can be that he's still looking for the perfect lover, perfect partner, or he's still, detaching from giving this cup of love. But there is a love connection here that you've been lingering on. It can be this is the person that actually, yes. In the future, though, we have the Ace of Pentacles that is saying that there is a promise and there is something substantial. There is tangible offer that maybe is this cup of love that is waiting to be given or to be received. Because this is in the future and this was in the past. So this person, the Knight of Cups, It can be a person that wants to offer you something tangible, or you are waiting to receive something tangible from this person. But right now, I think both of you are going through some major spiritual awakening here. We got the Fool, the Hangman, and the Eight of Swords as a base of the matter. Major wake-up calls, but with required withdrawal. Okay? And they all represent a set of boundaries. The Eight is surrounded by thoughts. The Hangman is Saint Gabriel here with a message saying that this is also a call. You're gonna get a call. Yeah, because Fool is telecommunication. Maybe you do get a call from the Fool, from this guy, from the Knight of Cups. But there is something related to the inner spiritual level, that you are going through some healing, or they are going, but they don't want to say that. They don't want to admit that that's what they're going through because they feel embarrassed or uncomfortable. They think that that's weak. The World. This is crowning the matter. We got Saturn here. It's funny. We got Saturn here, and Fool, which is Aquarius, is ruled by Uranus and Saturn. Saturn has been, and the full moon and Saturn now are very present now in this month of August. I think starting August 11 or 15, I'm not sure today. The World, it can be a female figure. It can be the closure of one chapter of your life, one cycle, and that's what this Hangman is here. I think you overcame some major painful situation here, and you came to some conclusion and enlightenment. The World is saying congratulations, you made it. This can be you, that the Fool sees you as a woman or an individual that feels completed on her own. So there's a sense of completion. All 1, 2, 3, 4, all these cards are very singular. So somebody feels comfortable on their own skin, and it feels like, I'm okay. I love you, but I'm okay right now on my own. This is what the World says. If there's a human, as an individual, they see you very worldly, that has high intellect. A woman or a person, individual that has gone through hardship. So all these swords and wands and pentacles, those are all journeys that define you as your personality. They put you on a pedestal. This is also world traveled, like a person that has traveled, is well traveled. The Fool also loves to travel. The Aquarius is known for, maybe they also see you as a person that they would like to travel you as, if they would pick a friend who they want to travel with, they would pick you because you have similar tastes. Maybe you have taste in traveling together. That's one of the tastes of the, common things that you like to do. That's both they mean travel here. They all both have that sense of, hey, let's pack and go, But all these elements also mean growing separately, to understand themselves first, individually, and then and unite. But there's this sense of freedom, and but the best form of partnership comes when there is that sense of personal freedom, that nobody is forced to stay in a connection and not manipulated and not being clingy or, using certain techniques, or you got to mold certain form of belief systems, like if we're together, we got to get married. Like, you don't have to be married. You can still be single, right? But they see you as this person that is worldly, knowledgeable, and well-traveled. Yeah, the world. They also see a certain cycle, certain completion. You make them feel as one. You two are as one, the world. Yeah, that's interesting. Now, how do you see yourself? You see yourself in love. Two of Cups, strong spiritual connection between the two of you. It's like you see like you've met your soulmate, and you have a lot in common. There's a lot of synchronicities that you're experiencing right now with the Two of Cups. You feel their actions, their thoughts, their feelings. There's, well, number two is intuition, but also sense of duality. So the spiritual connection on a 5D level, you feel everything what's going on with them. You feel like you've met this person before. There's a lot going on. Strong spiritual connection here. Your third eye chakra got activated when the moment you saw this person. And you didn't even see him. Did you see how she's tied down on that rock? She just felt his presence. She felt she was getting closer to something, to somewhat, to something, somehow, to someone. And then you just knew, because that's what the number two does, representing High Priestess. You just knew that this is the one. That's it. It didn't take long to understand. Duality represents Libra too, the dark and the light. And you saw the dark and the light, both sides of your own self, of your personality. You also were able to see their hidden side. It was like an open book, I tell you that. You could see without having to have the eyes. You could see from day one. You were wondering if they could see you the same way. They were playing some stupid games, mind games here, but you were like, what the hell? Do they see like I see? Do they feel like I feel? Like, what is the game that they're playing? You couldn't understand why they were doing that, because they couldn't admit the intensity of the connection. Now I'm just saying that connection between two people, because there's the Knight of Cups here that is saying that. He's a single man for now. The Fool here, maybe also a bit of a childish behavior, a bit immature. But things have changed with the Hangman. They really make them see the world from the upside down. Yes. They thought they were so idealistic. They traveled, they so worldly, but with the Eight of Swords here, it was all an illusion. It was all a big show, a big show. And if not them, then it's you. I don't know, but you know that whatever it was, you didn't have like a direct interaction. That was very spiritual. So the enlightenment came on a spiritual level. Yeah. Okay. How people see you. Wow. They see you as the magician. Number one, powerful number of initiations. It's right after the Fool. It's the magician, the first tools. They see you somebody who once they set their mind to, they can achieve everything. Magician is ruled by Mercury, great communicator of their thoughts. You know how to interact. Maybe that's something they found attractive about you. and you have Venus. So Venus in Mercury, I have Venus in Mercury, by the way. And you're going to wonder what's that about. When you have Venus, like Libra does, in Mercury, that means you love jokes. You love people who can make you laugh. You love people that there's something about them, the way they talk, the way they speak. They don't even have to say a lot, but they're so smart and funny. They're just funny. When they want to just relax and be laid back, and they see you like that. People see you like that. People that they see you, there's somebody that they go through a long journey, so they know how to achieve things, and it's with hard work. The magician now has gained that wisdom, and they know which path to take. It's pointing them with a finger which path to take to get what they want. Something will be manifested. This is saying you have the power to make everything come true. The magician has the power. And the magician can make things happen. The magician and the Two of Cups, it's like very strong, like a soulmate connection on a soul level. Magician is a masculine energy. And maybe this is a person that really has enchanted you, or it's you that really have enchanted them. Look at, we got the Wheel of Fortune. We got Jupiter here. I think now we have Jupiter. I'm not sure if it's still retrograde, but it's almost ending now, end of August, I think. This is the Wheel of Fortune. With this is destiny. So they see you as their destiny. This cycle, whatever, we got the World and the Wheel of Fortune. So these are cycles, major cycles that really gave you the wake-up call and shook you off the core. With the Two of Cups and the Hangman here and the Eight of Swords, I mean, you two both are like exhausted with all this. But it was worth the journey. This is what they're saying. It was worth the journey. They really have high respect for you. With a magician, they see you as somebody that is a great initiator, and not when they know when when you put your intention to something and how to get there. With the Wheel of Fortune, several cycles. The Wheel of Fortune is also Jupiter, is growth, expansion, abundance. It's also destiny. Like they see you as their destiny. Yeah, with the Two of Cups. Something miraculous happened here. Yeah. What is the outcome? That was hopes and fears. And that's interesting to see the Wheel of Fortune there. That's destiny card. So the outcome is the Hermit. Okay, we got solitude, Hermit, patience, number 9. It's funny how we started with a very singular card. All the cycle cards to me represents personal growth on a personal level, like individually. The Fool, he's single. Everybody's single here. The Magician, okay? Everything is more like on a 5D level connection, and that's all it is. Hangman, he's not a married man. Eight of Swords, the same. Boundaries imposed within ourselves, right? Now, that's the outcome for now. This is a mentor as well. You're looking for a mentor, for a coach, spiritual coach. This is like a monk, personal enlightenment, looking for a soul purpose on a soul level, life purpose, anything. The Hermit represents patience. So the outcome for now, and number 9 is month of September. So it's requiring from you to to use patience during this month, and don't force it. Don't impose anything. The enlightenment and the information that is being revealed to you, it will enlighten the path one step at a time. You see that little lamp he has? That enlightens the path one step at a time. This person is very mature with like an old soul. You can be young, but you know, personal revelation, personal growth, it takes time. And also he's saying that you have gained some sort of a knowledge from all this journey, and now you know how to handle the situation better. With the magician, there is another tool that you have gained wisdom. So you are not, the hermit is very singular, so you are learning the lesson of being okay to be on your own, I guess. That's what hermit is. A 9 is a solitude card. It's about the book of life, you know. It starts with you, and how every page that you feel, you got to be happy and take accountability for every action. Don't always have the expectation of having a partner, so there's always somebody else, then we can even blame sometimes. That's what happens, unfortunately. But when you make choices for yourself, yeah, Libra has number duality, so it's about choices. But make a choice for yourself first. What's right for you first. Stop wondering what the other party thinks, or making choices for others, or letting others make a choice for you. Don't always think in pairs, right? There's a lot of singular energy here. The Fool, the World, the Hangman, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Swords, singular. The Ace of Pentacles, singular. Physicality. The Hermit is the final card. So for the month of September only. However, on a spiritual level, yes, this Knight of Cups is waiting for, has this cup for you, the same cup that is on the Two of Cups. So the feeling is there, the tension is there, but so there's need for personal growth on a very having that sense of individuality, right? Before you two become as a partners, as a couple, right? Because it's explained with the Fool right in the center of the reading here. You got to take this journey alone, and it works, and it's for them too. It's not just for you, so no worries. If you're going through this, if you two are soulmates, and whatever it is that you're very strong spiritual bond that you two, trust me, what you're going through, they're going through too. If this is not exactly the way, whatever their way that they're going through, it's not an easy ride neither. Trust me. Okay, so it's all good. All right, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you, Libra. Bye-bye.